You guys, I guess this is two uploads in a day, but I'd just like to take some time to talk about the newest Star Wars film, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, Rogue One has been a story concept for a long time. One of the visual effects artists on The Phantom Menace actually came up with the story. I forgot his name, but he was credited in as one of the story creators in the film. And years later, we have the story of how the Rebels got the Death Star plans for the original Star Wars. Now, before I go over this, I'd just like to go over my history with Star Wars. I've never done a Star Wars review. Uh, I am a really big Star Wars fan. Actually, I have these over here. I did not put these out so I could have them here. I promise. But I have ties. Here's some. This is probably my least favorite of them. It's just C3PO, R2D2. I have these X-wing. This X-wing one. I have a Tie Fighter one. I have a Darth Vader, Stormtrooper. Yeah. I'm a really big Star Wars fan. I really like reading the comics. The Poe Dameron comics are really good right now. The books, the games. I actually really like the new Battlefront. Sue me. Uh, I Empire Strikes Back is maybe one of my favorite. It's probably my third favorite movie of all time. I love that movie. I love A New Hope. I could do a whole original trilogy review. In fact, leading up to episode 8, if I'm still uploading videos, I'll probably do videos on each movie just to kind of get it out there what I think, and then review episode 8. Uh, the prequels, you have two movies like ugh, movies, and then the third is actually pretty good. I like the third one. The Clone Wars TV series is really good, and then the movie is kind of eh. Yeah, it's about it. But the prequels, as far as The Force Awakens, I very very much enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I actually watched it again this past weekend, and I really enjoyed it. Anyways, what did I think of Rogue One? I thought its tone was very unique for a Star Wars film. Gareth Edwards, the director, I liked Godzilla. I did not love it, and this kind of applies to Rogue One too. I liked this more than Godzilla, if that counts. I was very apathetic towards some of the characters a lot of the time. I mean, by the end, I had an emotional reaction to what happened to them, but I did not care about like it's not that I didn't care. It's just I was just like, okay, these are characters. I understand these characters. I understand where they're coming from. Also, it felt like they were just used saying, "Oh, here's darker versions of characters we already know," like Cheras, the blind dude. With, he has a meme now. I'm one with the Force is with me. It seems like it's just it's human dark Yoda, and then it's like uh, Cassian Andor is just like Han Solo, but darker, and then Jyn Erso is Princess Leia, but darker. Like, and I felt that that kind of permeated the film, but it definitely kept with the style of A New Hope, not necessarily in the style of filmmaking, but just the sets and the costumes felt like A New Hope, and I very, very much liked that. Uh, what else? Is there anything else I didn't like about the movie? People already know about the CGI Tarkin. I'm just gonna mention that. I was forced to see this one in 3D. The 2D showing was sold out, so I had to see it in 3D with some friends. I wanted to go see La La Land instead, but they were hell bent on seeing Rogue One, and I could have just rather seen it in a 2D theater closer to my house, but we were at a big theater. I That's a bit long story. Anyways, the 3D hit it a bit, but at the same time, you could tell like that's not Peter Cushing at all. CGI Tarkin, they're just not there yet. Not there. And maybe it'll be there by the time episode 9 rolls around and we can have CGI Carrie Fisher. Who knows? Um, I thought that, uh, just, I thought that CGI Leia at the end of the movie. She has nothing to do with the story. This is not a spoiler. Uh, CGI Leia was much better implemented. I very much like how she was implemented. Yeah. What did I like about the movie? I really like the cinematography. Gareth Edwards knows how to frame shots, and he very much built up the Death Star. He framed it as this insane weapon of immeasurable power. He framed the Death Star as truly something terrifying. And there's the shots of the Star Destroyer drifting, and then Death Star like being revealed out of nowhere, which really like set up its scale. And I really like how Gareth Edwards did that. And even if some of the characters felt eh, the certain view of the world of Star Wars that Gareth Edwards was trying to portray in this film, I totally bought into. I loved it. Um, yeah, the end fight on Scarif, top three Star Wars climaxes. Top three Star Wars sequences, I guess. Um, I loved it. I loved the climax. It was everything I wanted as like one of those like, oh, I just want to see things I like in Star Wars fighting each other. It really hit that level, but it also on a story level made sense. And there was a point when they said, "Oh, we might not make it out of here," and it's like you actually felt, "Oh my God, they might not make it out of here," and that just I bought into the world, but not really the characters. And Felicity Jones is a bit bland. Diego Luna, great job. Alan Tudyk as K2SO, he's gotten so much praise already. Cheers. Donnie Yen as Cherut, great performance. I forgot this dude's name all the time. He was in Nightcrawler. Jesus Christ, I love this guy. I love him as an actor, and I never remember his name. I feel horrible. He was in Nightcrawler. He was great, and he was great in this. Underused a lot. There was a lot of potential there. Mads Mikkelsen as Galen Erso, fantastic performance. Uh, Ben Mendelsohn as Officer Krennic. Director Orson Krennic. I thought that was a great character. You could really tell like he is very mad that he doesn't get credit for the Death Star and that Tarkin does. Yeah, it was very good. If I may, go into spoiler territory. Let me just sum up my thoughts of the movie. I thought the movie was good. It was not great. It did its job. It did what it needed to do. It came out after Force Awakens. Yeah, Force Awakens. I feel that's top 5 Star Wars movies for me personally. So, and I count the Clone Wars in that Clone Wars movie. I thought that Rogue One, its world was so convincing, and it brought, even though Star Wars is kind of looked upon as like a, oh, film, like people look upon it as that, it actually brought that to like a higher level as far as the cinematography and the camera work is concerned. The script was, and some of it was a bit corny, even for Star Wars, but I still very much liked it. If you are on the fence as to really see this movie, it's January. I don't know why you'd be on the fence still. I would say I'd say go. I mean, even if you don't enjoy it, there's a huge climax, and you can just get sunk in that, or you can have a good nap because a lot of it, the music is very soothing. I like the music. My friends and I have been like just really liking the music since we saw it. Spoiler territory. Now we're out of that. Spoiler territory. I love Darth Vader's scene at the end. That we've never seen him go full Sith Lord on screen before, so I absolutely adored seeing that. Um, all of them dying was a very, very bold choice on Lucasfilm's part, and it shows that they have balls. They have serious balls, and they aren't afraid to take risks with these one-off anthology films. It really shows that they're not afraid to say, okay, we're getting serious. I think Disney's rewrites may have made the film more serious. I think Gareth Edwards maybe wanted to do something more akin to what the tone of the original Star Wars trilogy was. Maybe. Who knows? I yeah. Do and people get mad over "Do not choke on your aspirations," director. Okay, Darth Vader quipped so much in the original trilogy. Do not even fight with me on this. He quipped so much. So yes, those are my thoughts on Rogue One: A Star Wars Story or Star Wars Rogue One. Yeah, I actually had to come up with some Star Wars puns today for a thing my friend was writing, and it's like, oh, don't be a Rogue One, and it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. It's like, oh, these aren't the droids. Star Wars puns. Oh, it's like, oh, what are you eating? A chocolate chip Wookiee. It was horrible. Thank you for watching. Yeah, comment below what you thought of Star Wars Rogue One. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you like about the movie? What did you not like about the movie? Do you disagree? What would you like me to review next? Because I don't go to the movies. The last movie I saw before this was Arrival, and I loved Arrival. So if there's something else you'd like me to review, yeah, just put it down there. I will have no problems getting to it. Peace.